All right, grasshoppers. We are back once again. Just a little forewarning here right off the bat. We lost Dave really quick last week. Felt bad about that. He's going to have to leave at about 45 minutes of the show. So if anybody wants to say their goodbyes or whatever.
All right.
Mel, how are you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Did you see the video that I posted there today? Somebody had sent me of you shopping.
That's no shit there, Tom. I lost my phone last week. I told you, right?
Right. Yeah.
Well, you got to go to, first of all, you got to go down the hill, right?
Oh.
Well, now there's construction down the hill. So these people are braking. They got a woman with a flag or whatever to stop you. There's a 1-inch bump, and these guys in their big trucks and their 4x4s slam on the brakes because they think they're going to hurt their vehicle over that little bump.
Yeah. It's called vehicle maintenance. No,
well, come on. So yeah, I got some issues. So the phone, yeah, it takes me 3 hours to get my phone hooked up through work and everything. So it's a bit of a piss off. Yeah.
So where did you lose it, Larry? You know,
Dave, that is a great question. Well, it's like it vanished. I don't even like. I have no freaking clue where it went.
Not a clue. You go get it, right?
Did you try calling it? Like call your phone?
Yeah. Oh no, we called it and everything. Yeah. So I got the BMW fixed. You know, I took it into the shop. Somewhere in between picking up the BMW and going to the golf course, the phone vanished.
And do you have that find your phone option?
I did, and I went back and looked at where, because my wife dropped me off and I walked a block, and then I walked the whole thing. She went and walked the whole thing, and then it was at someone's house. I won't say the address, but I haven't gone there yet. So I got 2 weeks to find the phone to get. It was a $360 mistake because I had to buy out my remaining contract.
Why don't you just go to the people's house and get your phone back?
I have to be in the right state of mind. I don't want to I don't need the police involved, Tom. You know?
Oh, wow.
Okay, so let's say they run this. So you go knock on the door and say, I apparently lost my phone, and my find my phone option tells me it is at your location.
Yes.
And based on their response, you react accordingly.
And if the response isn't what I like, what do you think I'm going to do?
You're going to be a gentleman about it. You say, well, listen, I know my phone is here. I'm going to have to contact the authorities to come and get it.
Okay.
Or I can punch you in the head right now.
If they slam the door in my face, what do I do?
Or Mel.
It's an option.
No.
No. Excuse me. My $13 flip phone. I want it back now. Bullets for $11.50.
No, Dave. It mysterious. Like no idea. And I wasn't even drinking. That's what really pissed me off.
Oh, I've left mine.
That's the problem right there.
Yeah.
One time I left it. It fell out. No, I had a fella in the Detroit airport. So my youngest guy was at University of Michigan. So we're coming back, the flight, get on the flight or when I get home, total panic, no phone. So I put it in the find the phone thing. And it's, we found your phone. It's 580 miles northwest.
Oh.
Yeah, it was in the lobby of right at the gate at Northwest Airlines. So lucky. But I have left it at Food Marts. I left it on top of the car, got in the car, drove away.
Yeah. I left one day in a taxi cab, couldn't get it back. Yeah. So I went 86th Street, got a new phone. Went out for dinner that night, had it on the table. Somebody scanned it off the table. Had to stay. Next morning, I had to cancel my flight to go get a phone in New York. So I went to 86. I was living up on 86th Street. Went and got another phone. Then I flew back to Florida. Three phones in one day. The people in that shop were going like, "Hey, Ron, we like you."
Yeah, exactly. Multiple phones.
Do you guys hold on one second here? People are concerned already.
He is smiling. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's right. That is it. Okay, you guys know it's Earth Day today, right?
Yep. Earth Day.
What does that mean?
Up in Canada, it's only what Mel is. It's only 2/3 of an Earth Day, just 16 hours because the conversion rate.
That explains it all to me right there. I mean,
right.
I can't.
So it means we celebrate all the wise decisions like solar panels. You know, solar panels only last for about 25 years. So then what happens to all those solar panels in 25 years? They'll all be in dumps all over the world and we'll be heating up the earth.
Can't they refurbish them?
Well, I'm sure the technology over the course of 25 years, they'll figure something out.
Good job. See, I like that, Dave. Very positive.
It's got better with telephones. They don't work much better than they did 20 years ago.
David, a disappointing game for the Rangers last game, right? Against the Islanders?
Yeah. Well, yes, it was disappointing. But you got to kind of, beat up with the Devils. I think the four of us, and maybe we throw, I don't know, Eddie Mio on goal, and we might give the Devils, so we're going to get Dude. We have to get Dude because there'd be one guy that could actually skate.
Oh.
And we might give the Devils a run. But
right.
So, no, it's – but they're – again, so like we talk about Vancouver, you get all caught up. You get a little ahead of your story, and all right, now you got to go up a weight class. You realize, okay, well, there's some legitimate cup contenders. So,
and they didn't really respond too well. Not that it was a dirty hit, but didn't respond too well to Trouba getting kind of knocked out either, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess at some point, like I think. Like a lot of times now we have argument or the observation that when a big hit happens, then someone fights right away. Well, it used to be file it and somewhere down the road, get it again. Apparently got a guy Gersten in Hartford. He's a big tough guy. And then there's the thought that he may dress the next time those two teams hook on.
But you're right. It isn't necessarily going out and fighting somebody after that kind of hit. It's more like pounding everybody else. Like, oh.
Well, the thing is, like, Trouba has been kind of the catalyst for that physical play. So Lindgren's. I love the way he plays. He plays hard. He's old school, but the reality of the Rangers is they don't have that kind of element in any of their top players. The top players are really skilled, but not one of them. Like if you take the puck from him, is going to chop your arm off, like Trottier or Mark Don or somebody like that,
or even McKinnon. McKinnon out in the Avalanche.
Yeah, Colorado.
He runs you and chops the hell out of you because his stick is so fast they can't see it.
Right.
Mel, what are you wearing today? What do you got on? Sorry, we didn't. Is that your wife's shirt there that you got on? What is that? Oh,
Bushwood Country Club.
Yeah.
There you go.
What is that?
Bushwood from
Caddyshack.
Oh.
Caddyshack.
You don't get out much, hey, Tom?
Apparently, if I didn't see Caddyshack, then I'm missing something. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, one of the all-time great movies ever.
No, exactly. And then Cuba, George, one of our viewers, listens to me, so he went out and bought this. Said it's an unbelievable cologne. So there you go. Some people do listen to me.
Sure. Is that? So it's not any new stuff. It's just recycling that.
No, I went back. You use it. It takes about a year or so to use it all up, Tom. Right? If you knew cologne.
And so the shirt though, is that like is it from Costco or something, or what is it?
No, it's from a golf course.
You bought it at a golf course.
It's a golf-related shirt usually bought at a golf course.
Good point. Yeah, I buy all my hockey shirts at the hockey rink. Yeah, I don't go to sporting goods stores like that.
I thought you only went to that square building that you grunt and groan at, and then Costco. Those are the only two places you go.
Liquor store too.
Oh, the liquor store. Yeah. So I had to talk to my doctor yesterday because they don't do house calls or you can't go see them anymore, right? So my fingers have been cracking. So it's been 75 degrees here the last 12 days. I played like 9 games of golf. I broke one putter, Dave. I think I threw it about 70 yards. They can't stand. They snap for some reason.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, I got props today, if you don't mind. So then yesterday, I said I took my putter in to get fixed, and I said to the guy I'm playing with, I'm not going to break a freaking club today. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. I'm 160 yards out on a par 5 against the wind, 8 iron, and I hear something snap.
Right, the
freaking handle snaps. So instead of getting a birdie, I had a double because it's freaking. Anyways.
So what's that got to do with your fingers and your doctor?
Well, it's all related because I'm golfing so much, and then my mind's going all over the place, right? Remember I sent you an email 7 hours after the show last week? Oh, I'm drinking you guys will remember these ones. Hey, with a little choo-choo train on it.
What is that?
Pilsner. Molson. Remember those, Gresh?
Oh, yeah. That was a liquid of choice.
Yeah. Our grandfather.
Our viewers are intelligent people.
Yeah. That's an unbelievable pills.
Tom was working out when Caddyshack came out. Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
No, no, we knew him. We knew him when Caddyshack came out. He wasn't working out.
Larry has a limp putter.
Yes.
Well, that's a $400 mistake too. Golf. So, anyways, I'm on with the doctor yesterday, and I said, "Why are my fingers splitting?" He said, "Well, because
you don't like each other."
Well, I guess not. But 8 of my 10 fingers have cuts in them. Like splits. He says, "Well, it's because you're using more alcohol on your hands than you're actually drinking." And I said, "Okay, so how do I fix that?" He said, "Well,
drink more."
First, well, no, lubrication. Make sure you lubricate your hands.
What is that, Larry?
When do you do that? At nighttime?
All day, Ron. All day lubrication. All right.
So you went to a doctor. You went to a doctor because your skin was cracking in your fingers.
But no, I had some other issues that I don't need to discuss on air.
It's amazing how far that club goes, though, right, Larry? Would you throw it?
Oh man, I got a strong right arm. Holy shit!
I'm telling you. Where was it? Well, the alumni outings up at Trump's place. I missed a 9-iron, whatever it was. He hurled a 9-iron. I swear to God, it went 100 yards into the lake. Yeah. You don't realize how angry you are, right? I'm looking around like, holy cow! I really threw that. I must have been really angry. Yeah. So
you only hit your driver that far.
Right.
Chris, the kitchen looks pretty clean there. The nook's all cleaned off and everything.
Yeah, well, don't look at me. My kids were over here. They had dinner last night before, and they're coming tonight. So we're going to barbecue lobster tonight. Go to Costco.
Yeah. You going to sit at the nook? You sitting at the nook to eat?
Yeah, they're restricted to the nook now.
Okay.
Tom, did you get that invite?
No. Good point, David. Thank you.
I'll be busy. I mean, the Rangers are playing.
Yeah. Well, you're working, Dave. That's why I can't invite one guy. That's why.
Yeah.
I'll invite Mel, but Mel wouldn't come. But like lobster tails.
Ron, I hate to bring this up, be a little touchy subject, but you get a juicer yet or no?
You can't see it?
Nope.
And it's not here.
Just out of curiosity, how long would you barbecue lobster? How long does it take?
Depends how you put them on there, what you put them in. If you like them with different sauce inside, you put a little bit of sauce inside the tin foil.
You don't know.
Well, it depends. If you want them like well done, like a steak, or you want them medium, or you like them a little bit chewy or unchewy. Like they don't take more than probably when the barbecue is going full tilt, you put them on there 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? You getting lobster tails and throwing them on, or are you like putting a lobster just closing the door?
Then you can either leave them on the shell or peel them off, and you want to put like different sauces with them. They like some of the kids like them hotter, with the hot sauce, Tabasco, whatever. Put the Tabasco inside the tinfoil and put them on there. Whatever you want, and baked potatoes and salad.
Corn on the cob.
Tom, let me write that down, because if I don't, you know what happens.
Yeah.
Corn on the cob. That's a good idea. I'm gonna get corn.
Tom, what's the nutritional value of Gresh's barbecue tonight?
Well, lobster's good for you, and baked potatoes aren't too bad for you. It's what you put on them, right? So if you're going on a lot of butter and sour cream, that's not good. Corn basically doesn't do a whole lot for you. I mean, it just
right? Corn's renter food. You just eat it.
Yeah.
With the other side.
It's amazing too, right? We've talked about this before, where you chew it, and then next day it comes out unchewed.
Next day you count it.
Yeah.
But it's good for math.
Speaking of food, I got a question for you guys. I want your opinions. Your take on restaurants. So here's my take. You go into a place where
what restaurant?
Hold on. I'm asking you a question on restaurants. So you go to a restaurant and you have people that you don't know in a room in the back and you can't see them cooking your food. So you don't know what they're doing to it. They're total strangers. Then you have people delivering your food that are total strangers. You're really taking a little bit of a risk there, don't we think? Or are we high on restaurants?
Well, it depends where you go.
Yeah, I mean, you can be suspicious of anything in life. You're going to look at things that way. You got to trust the fact, and then congrats, what kind of restaurant he's going in.
What if the chef just has a bad day, like he decides he's just going to spit in your food or something?
Well, my friend owns Fortina's. It was a restaurant in Stamford, and
you've known him for 40 years?
No, 30, 35 probably, and no, since the early 80s. But that's beside the point. And they cook everything out in front of you. Like there's no kitchen part. So everything's cooked in front. Like there's no.
So the thing too is like if you don't know, how would you know? Like,
right.
Like when you I doubt most places you go to, they're
just picture Larry as a chef, and he gets in one of his moods.
Oh God!
Right. Well, you want Larry Melnick cooking your food, I guess. A Larry Melnick type person.
Oh, no, Mel would not be right because if he was having a bad day,
right?
No. If he was having a bad day, there'd be pots flying out of the kitchen. So you might get hit with a pot.
That's right.
Yeah, you're right. The food would be great then with Mel.
Yeah.
The pots would be all tinted up, and the handle's limp.
Yeah. No.
Tom, why are you asking?
I just, it's one of those things. I've obviously had a lot of time on my hands.
Oh, hey, Dave, this is Danny DeVito.
I gotta find him for you, Larry.
How big is he? I asked you. You know him?
No.
You don't know? Okay.
No, I don't know.
He looks like a big man in that picture, though.
How tall are you? Green Bay Packer fan.
Get back.
I only fight guys that are taller than me, so he might be safe.
I would say a lot. You're not that big, so. So I was just thinking about that.
Yeah.
The other thing I was thinking about. Here's something to think about. Why does a woodpecker get brain damage?
Well, just concussion.
Does he have CTE? Do they, like when he dies, do they take a sample of his brain?
Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, because genetically his brain, has been protected now from all the hammering.
Right. Do you think they've evolved?
Yeah.
We should do this.
The first guy might have had trouble, right? Like the first woodpecker.
So then we should go ahead and bang our heads against the wall a bunch of times.
I think you've done enough of that, Tom.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom. I mean, that's like the number one brain surgeon in the world gets brain cancer. Who does he go to? Number 2? I mean, that's going downhill, right?
Yeah.
Mel, you've got some additions there to your nameplate. Herb loves AC/DC. You know that.
Yeah.
Big balls. What?
That's one of their songs, Tom.
Oh.
So, this is one of the songs. You've never heard of AC/DC, have you, Tom?
I've heard of AC/DC.
Yeah. Have you listened to any of their songs?
No, not by choice. No.
This is what I would. I left this up because I'm not finished with the music portion of the show. So, when you go to that place, that building that you grunt and groan at, if you played like White Zombie or Rob Zombie or Rage Against the Machine or some AC/DC, I bet you'd get your bench up to about 130. Because it's been proven that headbanging hard music increases your ability to,
Is there some kind of study that's been done on this?
Yes, there has been. And it probably increases your adrenaline by 15 to 20%. So what's 15% of 125? About 130, 135, right?
Another 20 pounds, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so your bench would be up to about 130, 35.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
So the country music I'm listening to, you don't think that's helped me at all?
No, it's depressing.
No.
Well, it depends on which country music song it is.
So for anybody out there, you should be listening to. That's right. That's right after freaking Danny DeVito. Holy shit! Come up with a different saying, Danny. But you should be listening to XM satellite channel 41. Tom, that'll really improve your. Well, here's
Okay.
we had talked about you guys like Ron and Dave like Led Zeppelin. Well, there's a band that was formed. Tom, you know where Frankenmuth is?
Michigan. Yep.
So Greta Van Fleet is from Frankenmuth, right 1 hour north of Northern Harvard, right?
Yeah. Well, it's no south of Northern Harvard.
Oh, is it? Okay, south of so but just listen to Greta Van Fleet. They sound exactly like Led Zeppelin. They were formed out of Michigan in 2012. Another little headbanger.
Oh.
So
Do you have any music out?
yeah. Sounds like Led Zeppelin.
Oh.
Greta Van Fleet.
Ooh.
So that's interesting.
Another prep note.
I'm working here.
Yeah. So what's 41? Is that what's that on XM? What is the genre for?
It's 1990 and 2000 grunge.
Grunge.
Yeah, like Slipknot, Disturbed, Rage Against the Machine, Rob Zombie, some real classics.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, so if anybody can say that name for you, then
Zaris. Zaris.
That's Larry and
Thank you.
Larry in Portuguese.
Thank you.
Yeah, Larry Melnick in Portuguese.
Loswis. We're going to call you Loswis from now on.
Well, he's a smart kid, Tom.
I know. I agree. Totally. He's got the same name as you, Portuguese.
So what country do you listen to, Tom?
I listen to the newer stuff now, surprisingly. I didn't like it at first. It's on Sirius on, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Prime Country. I listen to Prime Country.
Prime Country, that's good. Yeah.
And Willie Nelson City. I like the Willie station on satellite too.
Sorry, it's not Portuguese. It's Greek. It's Larry in Greek.
Greek. Yeah.
So, Tom, in that big black gas guzzling vehicle, you actually have Sirius satellite?
Yeah, Larry.
Wow.
What's so surprising about that?
Well, that's highly advanced technology for you, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a big truck. He's got that big dish on the top.
Yeah.
I have to fold it down when I go under a bridge. Yeah.
What are you barking at? Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Gresh, thank you very much too. With the freezers all cleared off, thank you very much. I can concentrate on the show.
It's not cleared off. You want to see what's on it?
What's on it?
Let me see. Let me get over there. Oh, there's nothing on it. Can you write straight up?
David, what's going to happen to you? Anything exciting going on in the liquor store or anything? Or?
No, it's starting to be, summer season, reloading on the rosés and stuff like that, summer drinks. It's a big, is that, like the White Claws and the seltzer mixes and stuff like that, High Noon, things like that.
What is that? Is that like a mixed drink?
Yeah, it's the general, it's like usually
Vodka.
Yeah, vodka-based, tequila-based, and it'll be mixed. There's wine spritzer, it's obviously wine-based. So, and then the craft beers too. I mean,
so those mixed drinks, is that something more women drink and people like Larry?
Yeah, I'm not going to say people like Larry. If Larry wanted one, he could certainly have one, I think. And if I was going to have one, I'd have one myself too. So
would you though, Dave?
Yeah.
Would you have what are some of the names of those again? Go through those names again.
Okay, there's White Claw. You got to think about it. White Claw, High Noon. What else? And then like Corona and Bud and all the big brewers make them now. Seltzer. Those aren't very good. I don't drink a lot of them, honestly, but I would have them. I mean, would you ever drink a glass of white wine, Tom?
No. Definitely not the rosé either. Man, that's turning like a fad, isn't it? Everybody's drinking rosé.
Yeah, it's refreshing. But I mean,
I
don't drink a lot of it, but sure, I've had some. Nice summer day. So a nice warm summer day. So on a nice summer day, you're sitting out back, or when you're having a drink, what would you have?
Tequila and grapefruit juice.
Ooh, that's good stuff.
And ask me if on a nice cold winter day what I'd be drinking.
Same.
Tequila and grapefruit juice.
How about you, Gresh?
I like things that I stick close to hockey. I like things on ice. And I like brother Jack.
So Jack, you have Jack on the rocks. That's like
if it was meant to be mixed, it would be mixed.
Right.
Like, come mixed.
No, it's I like it because it's just a nice. Like 4 or 5 of those, I can be friends with anybody.
For many years, it's like 40 years.
Yeah.
So you like the bloodies, right? Bloodies and basically a beer guy.
Mostly beer. Yeah, just beer and a Caesar. But I will.
I like those once in a while. The Caesars, they're pretty good.
Yeah, Caesar, Bloody Mary, whatever. But Tom, so you drink that arete with sugary grapefruit juice, or how do you make the grape?
No, well, I mean, yeah, it is a little sugar. You're right. The sugar, it's natural grapefruit juice, but still, yes, it has sugar in it, but it's not added sugar. It's just a natural sugar.
Oh my God, there goes true grit.
Yeah. So this tequila, which I don't like, is it a smoother, like doesn't burn on the way down type, or?
Oh no, it doesn't burn. There's a lot of good tequilas that don't burn at all. Yeah.
There's a lot of good tequila out there.
Yeah.
And not that I condone it, but very little chance of a hangover too.
Yeah. I'm gonna go try that.
Hangover?
Yeah, I like my tequila just straight.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that drink it like wine now. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good. I mean, but again, I'm not drinking it to, like the old days.
Yeah.
Now you get 2 or 3, and I say, okay, I'm done. Jack Fresh will drink gasoline on ice. Pinky's up in the air with the fruitful umbrellas. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
we get some manly men on here, right?
Yeah. I know what Sean Landetta drinks. He doesn't drink at all. That's right.
No, Sean doesn't drink.
Quitter.
No. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, he did drink, I guess, when he was. Didn't he say he drank when he was in his teens?
He said he maybe tried it or something like that. Didn't like the taste or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You can't quit like that. You got to keep trying.
I'm getting into that thing about the taste.
Yeah.
That's the scotch. That's why you have scotch.
Well, yeah. Give me 15 scotch. Oh my God, let's go to a great party. Yeah.
So Mel, what's going on? Any bad dreams or anything like that, or what's happening? Everything's good in your life?
No, everything bad is happening while I'm awake, Tom.
Oh,
yeah.
What else going on?
Yeah, I'm doing my show right now. I'll call you back. Call me after.
Well, I lost my phone. I'm breaking clubs. My fingers are cracked. Oh, here's the thing. This Ira guy keeps wanting to befriend me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or defriend you.
Befriend. Be one of my friends. Yeah, because you gave me a D for the show last week, Ira. And then you fired a girl while we were on the show. That wasn't very nice.
That's right.
So then he said, lock up the women, lock up the children, lock your doors and all that stuff. Well, that's the first few words to TNT from AC/DC.
Oh,
so, thanks, Ira.
Oh, he's got a little dispute. He's disputing all that stuff too. I mean, I don't want to drag this on. I don't want to stir the pot or anything like that, but
yeah, I've got it written down.
That doesn't lie. Mel's notes don't lie.
Yeah.
Look at it. I've even got an arrow on it. Ira. Right there.
You know what an honor it is for him to have his name on your notes like that? Oh, he's sucking up to you now. He's sucking up to you now. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Ira, that's embarrassing, Ira.
Hey, Tom, that's tough love, right? That's what you're doing, Ira?
And then I think it's Lorraine or somebody's feel sorry for me because I get abused every week and I keep coming back and I keep trying. All I can do is try. And then Lorraine says, she backs me up on one sentence. And then she says, well, I need a suntan. Like, come on. What is it?
But that could be that she cares about you, though, and she wants you to get your vitamin D. Right?
Yeah. Well, that's why my fingers are cracked.
It's all coming together now. I can see
Yeah.
us all coming together.
Let's go back to the liquor. Like the Jack, Ron drinks the Jack straight with ice. Like it burns. Tequila burns.
No, Jack doesn't burn.
Wine
Jack
burns.
don't burn.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how you drink that stuff. That's why beer is just fine. Goes down nice and smooth.
Yeah, just stays in your belly there too. Take your shirt off. That shows your abs or your keg there, your six pack or your keg.
Who?
Mr. Beer Drinker over there.
Next week I'll come on.
Okay. No shirt.
Naked as a jaybird, ripped like a desert fox.
You got manscape? Oh, did you manscape today?
Nope, I didn't. Yep.
You hairy beast.
Remember, Wednesday is Manscaped Day.
Oh, did you manscape yesterday? Sorry.
No,
Wow.
I missed a week.
Wow.
No, but I did get a funny email. Like these people, I don't know where they're coming from, but I got an email. A new set of underwear have come out from Tommy John Canada. The ball hammock pouch underwear. $37 a pair.
$37 a pair of underwear.
Yeah, for one pair. Canadian. That's like $20 American.
You got gold in it or something?
Nice hat. When I get my hat, I'll send you guys the Cuba cologne and some Tommy John underwear.
For $20, I can go to Costco with like 20 pair of underwear.
Yeah, but those are tighty whities.
No, not a chance.
His underwear got to be black. That's right.
You'd hope they'd be black.
He's the only person in the whole parking lot that's got black wall tires. They were white at one time, but he spray painted them. He needed everything black. Anyway, look at the frame behind him. The frame behind him is black.
That's brown.
Oh, man.
It's got black in it, that's for sure. Yeah.
Where's your black cowboy hat?
It's right there.
He doesn't have a black cowboy hat.
Yeah, I do.
Black shirt, black pant. Oh.
It's been having me treated properly though.
Yeah.
Yeah, get one that fits your head.
Put toothpaste back in the tube.
Well, here's a question. If you go to that place that they have those things and you grunt, does it make your head bigger too?
No, Larry. It leans down and it gets the fat out of your head.
Does it? Oh.
Yeah.
So you're not a fathead anymore.
Nope. No fat head.
That's good.
It's called a gym, Larry. It's a gymnasium.
Never heard of it.
Dave, what's going to happen tonight at the game?
Yeah, the Flyers, huh? Yeah. Well, the Flyers haven't had a very good last half, so they've been playing. Apparently, it's like a big old country club in Philly now. Right?
Oh, is that right? Oh.
Yeah. Kevin Hayes hasn't scored in 11. He's got one goal in his last 20. Yeah, coach is making like $5 million a year, and got his buddies in there coaching with him and stuff like that. So it sounds like the Flyers are a bit of a country club, which I don't know I would never have considered the Flyers a country club kind of thing.
Yeah.
The Amish wear less black. Yeah.
That's good.
More like Peter Boyle.
That's awful. That's terrible. That's right, Dave. It's like that in Philly now? Oh.
No, that's what the scuttlebutt is. So,
Wow.
And then they should get together too. You know, I mean, they were in the bubble last, in the summer. They were pretty good and looked like they're heading the right direction. And who knows? It's
that's what happens when your goaltending goes a little bit south.
Goaltending, and then Niskanen. Niskanen was the guy who was the kind of bit of an anchor on the blue line. He up and retired, right? Yeah. So Provorov hasn't had the same season. He's trying to hire an elite player, and hasn't been quite as good. So. It's but too bad for Philly.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah. Well, hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay, that's good. I'm good now.
Yeah. They got them back to back, and then they got Buffalo back to back, right? I don't know.
I'd be more worried about Buffalo.
Hey, Vancouver's had a couple of wins, Larry.
Yeah.
Ron, did you bet that game? The odds were like the worst in 15 years. On they had 3 weeks off.
Yeah,
and then they came back. Did you bet that game?
I bet the which one did they win one in overtime?
Yeah, the first one they beat Toronto 3-2.
Beat that one, and then I bet them to score first in the second game, and then they didn't score first, and then so then I bet them again that Toronto scored twice.
Yeah.
Okay, Toronto's going to walk away with this, so I bet Vancouver to score the next goal, and they came through, and they were pretty good.
Yeah. So I think Vancouver's 500 now. They're thinking that there's a possibility that they can make the playoffs, but I think you come back in the first couple of games, you play on adrenaline and you're hyped up because you haven't played in a while, so maybe they'll come back to earth.
Yeah, I like that JT Miller. I still think he's a good player.
Really good player.
Yeah, I like.
He's old school. He could have played in our generation. That guy.
Sounds like he's becoming one of the big leaders on that team too.
See where Robin Leonard of Vegas was up complaining about the protocols? Is that what it was, Dave?
Yeah, I just saw the headline. It was on Sportsnet this morning. I saw it. I didn't read the article. I don't know what he.
I think he was claiming that leagues made some promises that once the vaccines came out that they would change the protocols.
Yeah,
and they haven't. So,
well, I don't think that he. It depends what state you're in. That's how the protocol goes. You can't go by, because.
Well, he's talking about the league's protocols, though.
Yeah, I understand that, but if you're in, some states are different than other states, so. I think he should just shut up and play goal.
Well, remember though, he's talking about. I saw his when he's speaking about it. He's tying it to the mental health too, because a lot of people that are being locked away. There's a lot of mental health issues, and because of his background, I think he feels like he's qualified to speak about it. So,
he's a spokesperson, isn't he? Spokesperson for mental health, I think.
Is he officially? I don't know if he officially is, but maybe he is. But
he's pretty active in that.
Yeah,
that.
But he's right. There's so much gray area, and like they're shutting down our city right now. Like my kids, you can go to an outside bar. You can't go inside. You're not supposed to leave. Like they're thinking about blocking the Alberta and BC border with police, so you can't get in out of. They've talked about other, like I can't even go downtown Vancouver unless it's the necessity. So they're blocking off activity.
Is number 5 a necessity?
I would think so, but it's downtown.
Yeah, I mean that'd be a necessity.
Yeah. Well, those people need to work, right?
Yeah.
And the French fries there are unbelievable.
Oh, good. They were good a long time ago too.
Yeah.
Right? But anyway. Yeah.
Well, I know at one point in Ontario they were going to empower the pull you aside if you were out.
That's right.
I put the nix on that. And is it just is the lack of vaccination? What I mean,
they got a new variant there. I think in those places, right?
from India, I think.
Okay, different strains. Wow. That'll be interesting then when when the playoffs, right? Like you'll probably have to bubble them up somewhere in America. I guess the Canadian teams.
Yeah.
Well, that brings me to the Western League canceled their playoffs. So I don't know what Sir James is doing. I don't know if he's watching the show.
Fixing his house. He's fixing his house.
Probably. Well, no, it's snowing there still.
Oh, he's doing inside work then.
Maybe he's doing inside work. But also somebody had brought up, like, I don't know if he's watching or not, but Sir James, there's a rumor that you dated some Playboy girls at one point in time. Question mark?
James did?
Sir James, yeah. Doing my homework last week after 7 hours of Pilsners. Somebody said that.
Who said that?
I don't know. I forgot to write that down.
So he dated a Playboy or a Playgirl?
Playboy, I hope, Tom. Not that there's anything wrong with that, though.
Right.
Right?
No.
Because this is, yeah.
Who was dating the girl? James?
Sir James was dating a Playboy girl.
Bunny. A Playboy
You know
bunny.
what Playboy is, Tom, or Ron, right? You remember having Playboy. Yeah.
I'm happy for him. I don't know.
Well, yeah. but we'd like to know
Mel,
who it was.
he is currently dating a Playboy bunny. Is that what you're saying?
He did when he was in New York.
Oh, they were all bunnies back then.
Yeah. They all said they were, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they all said they were going to be doctors.
Doctor?
Yeah. This is just a part-time gig. I'm really going to.
Just rest until I make my first $5 million.
Well, we've been to enough doctors. We probably know more than a lot of people.
I don't ask questions when I'm there. I don't, because I don't want to know the answer. I told the doctor, my doctor's this guy Peter Haspis. I go, if I ever go in for a checkup, and something's really wrong with me, just call and tell me I'm good, and I'll just fade into the background. I don't want to know.
Right.
It's good. It's healthy for you.
Well, if you can't cure anything, I mean, if you not like I have a bad toothache, Tom, or something, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I thought maybe like you had cracked finger skin.
Right, fingers.
Yeah. Can you imagine going to a doctor for Mel? You have cracked fingers.
That was one of 3 items I had to discuss, Tom. All right.
Yeah, but do you think you should really bring that up with a doctor? I can pause there too. Pause.
Got that.
What do you think? Like if the doctor looks up Larry Melnick, like he Googles Larry Melnick and he sees how tough you were, and then he sees this guy's coming in here and talking about cracked skin on his fingers. Like,
Fingers hurt. No way, Mel.
This finger was freaking bleeding yesterday. It was like a normal person would need 16 stitches in that finger.
Maybe you got bad grips on your clubs.
Pardon?
Maybe you have bad grips on your clubs.
Maybe I'm gripping my clubs a little too hard. That's why I'm breaking them.
maybe we should golf at all.
Sometimes you get the grips on your clubs that any of your fingers can get kind of messed a little bit.
Why would I golf, Tom? You
Go to the gym. Go to the gym.
What is it? I don't even know what a gym is. Like, I don't even know where there's a gym.
Don't be like that. Yes, you do. You're not. That's not accurate. You know what the gym is.
Do you remember what I said about the gym? I walked into one of the gyms and there wasn't enough weights in there, so I walked out. So what's the point?
Do more reps. Do more reps. There's always a way.
That's why Dave and myself don't go either.
Yeah.
Dave goes to the gym. Dave's got a gym in his own house.
Yeah, that's a different gym.
That's Jim Shoe.
Jungle gym. Yeah.
Jim Shoe.
Yeah, I was working out at where Tom works out, but I refuse to go in there now and take my shirt off and work out. I don't want to do that. I mean, honestly, if I look like Tom, maybe I'd think about it. Think about it. But
so Ira wants to be just like Mel. He's sucked up to him big time now.
I quit the gym. That's good, sir.
Ira, don't lie. It was more than one bakery.
How much do you pay for that gym membership, Tom?
0.
Well, that's a good deal.
Tom Laidlaw.
I helped promote his gym. He lost a lot of customers during the pandemic, so I'm helping him promote it. That's why I promote things, and that's why I take my shirt off to show the results that I get from being in that gym, promote the gym.
I've never seen you. What's the name of it? I've never seen you.
Yeah, you don't apparently follow my Facebook and Instagram because I post it there all the time.
I am not on
Rick Stebbins Gym.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Okay.
Well, one thing Tom forgot to tell the guy, it was because of Tom he lost all the customers. Taking his shirt off.
Because he doesn't wear cologne.
God, there's nothing worse than being in a gym with some guys wearing cologne. Oh, jeez. He's there to sweat, for God's sakes, not smell like a woman. I mean, women smell great, but.
Oh, that was a quick comeback there, Tom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Keep more paper gone. That was a good one.
I tell you, this Doug DeVito is a fine human being.
I'm a grasshopper, and Tom is our leader. There you go. It's good.
Oh, look, Ira's coming after me now. Hold on here.
Well, I have no shirt for you.
Oh, jeez. Okay, Ira, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, Ira, you might escape Larry. There's no way you're going to escape both of them.
Dave, did you golf yet? Did you get your course?
What's that?
Did you hit your course yet?
No, not yet. It's been too busy actually. You know, there's games every other day, and the weather. I'm telling you, it's overnight it was 30. There was how about that hail and rain that came yesterday?
There was
Only day is Saturday, but I can't play Saturday. So
it rained yesterday.
Briefly.
Yeah, hailed.
Oh,
too.
Didn't last long, but it was nasty. Yeah.
No, it was hard. So I'll get. Yeah.
It's been during halftime.
Yeah.
Ira, screw you.
All right, boys. I've got to.
All right, David. Good luck. Have a great game tonight.
All right. See you, boys. Have a good week.
Take care, Dave.
Yeah.
Nice hat, Dave.
Yeah. That's the one Dave's sending you that hat.
No, just a reminder.
Just gonna wear it for a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be you.
So, Matt, what do you guys doing? Any other homework? Anything else you want to cover?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Well,
no. Listen, I saw a video on TV where they were letting these little turtles out. They were running on the beach. I don't know where it was, but they had these little things for just little suckers like that. There was like thousands of them. Right? Well, how can they count them? They count them before they put them in the buckets, or when they come out of the buckets?
I think they guesstimate.
They guesstimate. Yeah. No, I mean, you ever have turtle soup?
Nope.
I'll tell you. Yeah, I've had turtle
Is there
soup.
such thing as turtle soup, really?
Yeah. I had, when I was in Italy one time, I was in Venice, the place.
Hey, Ira, fire away. I was going to get some questions here for us, okay?
I thought we were having rapid question day.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Yeah. All right. We'll let the people writing questions. We'll answer the questions.
Oh,
I don't know if Ira can't type past 3 or 4 words, though. So.
I'll answer those.
So, Ira, who did you fire and why, and what business do you have, or are you in? Question mark.
Ira's business. Yeah, and that's right. He did say he fired that woman because she wanted him to work during the show, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Ira can't really.
Fired him because she wanted him to work during the show.
Well, we're trying to clarify.
If she's working for him, how does he fire her?
Because she's working for him.
Well,
oh, hold on here, big time. Yeah, Ira's like a CFO. Like you put CFO. Like he can't spell the whole word out too. It's just say CFO.
Of what?
Gas station. 7-Eleven. He says she wasn't fired. Yeah.
Oh.
I like that too. He says CFO. I'm a CFO. I'm Ira Matthew, CFO. Chief Cracked Finger Officer.
CFO of what company?
Cracked Finger Officer.
Finger officer.
That's good. It's a nonprofit. It's not very good business, man.
So how do you make money when it's a non-profit?
Well, you still get paid a salary, right?
Yeah. Well, some of them are federal government backed. Some are state government backed.
No, you know what? On all seriousness, that's a very noble thing he's doing. He's doing a nonprofit.
Well, maybe you should hire Ron as a spokesperson.
Yeah.
Do I have to leave my house?
No, do it Zoom,
Okay, I'm good. I'm in.
StreamYard, or whatever.
Yeah.
Streamer, that's right. Yeah.
No, so why would you want me to quit golf, Tom, when you can't quit? Quitting is no good. You just got to keep trying. You just got to, right after the show, I got to go to Golf Town and get my clubs fixed and get ready for tomorrow.
But I guess, listen, everybody does their own thing. I just look at it that in the mode that we're always trying to improve ourselves every day in everything we do, how does golf help you improve yourself?
Oh, mentally, Tom, mentally.
Sounds like it, right?
Well, it doesn't.
Now, he goes from beating up Dave Brown, and now he's going to a doctor because he's got cracked fingers.
Well, that's the mental part that maybe he needs help with. But I think like golfing is a relaxing sport, even though you get a little frustrated out there right now.
Yeah, well, what else are you going to do? If you play, like, it's 41 miles to the gallon, remember? So you're working out, you get dressed up, you go for a beer after, you're talking with your buddies.
Yeah. One of the sports, right? Go ahead.
Pardon?
Go ahead. Sorry.
I forgot what I was going to say.
The other option is you could get up, go to the gym, and there's people at the gym you could converse with.
No,
You
but see,
can't go to the gym. It's closed.
Tom,
Everything's closed.
one of the things about golf is that you can play, because they have handicaps, you can play on different. Guy can be a 5 and play against a 15, where you don't have to be all the same level of play.
Well, it'd be the same thing if you're going to the gym. You just put more weights on if you're stronger.
You have any
That's
competition?
what you like to do. That's what you like to do, and I like to golf. I don't want to go to a gym anymore.
So you don't want to prove you don't want to prove yourself.
I don't like to do either one of them. So
you shoot 77 one day, the next day you shoot a 91, the next day you want to go shoot a 78 or 79. You want to improve yourself. You want to keep going. You go, and here's the thing, Tom. You put on some nice clothes, you put on a nice cologne, you put on a nice watch with some wristlets, you look good, you play good, you feel good.
Wristlets.
Right?
You're wearing a wristlet? Wristlet.
Yeah.
So, but how? I just don't. Again, you're right. You do whatever you want to do, but how does that improve you, though? How do you become a better person by wearing a wristlet?
by wearing but and Mel going out and playing golf, he's only beating up the clubs. He's not hurting anybody else.
Right.
So he is.
I just view it that it's our place to beautify the world, right? So here now you've got how many acres for a golf course? Like 100 acres?
100
not that big, is it?
Yeah.
So let's say it's 100 acres for a golf course. And you got all these homeless people and everything and shortage of food and everything. We could be using that land for better use, I think.
Well, the government is using the money for better use too.
What money?
The money they're sending to places that they shouldn't be sending them to, and to people they shouldn't be sending them to, and helping out to which they're not.
Right. Yeah. What's that have to do with golf?
Well, you said it's taking up land, but a golf course is actually good because there's trees and grass, and it's good for the environment, Tom.
Right. So keep all the trees and grass and everything. Homes in there, small homes for people to live in. Grow crops.
There's lots of land to build homes. They're not building. They're like New York. It's like New York here now. They're building 20-story towers,
right?
10 or 12 of them, just to make congestion a lot better here.
Right. Just think of all the people though they can't afford those high rises, right? They could be like just build little tiny homes on the golf course.
Yeah. Well, you know what's really you know that like in
somebody's turning on me here. I was wearing a black shirt every week. Improve yourself. Why not wear a little variety time? Mimsy. Oh man, some people you thought you could count on.
Well, no, Mimsy, he's colorblind. He doesn't really know. He just takes it up because he goes out and buys every January 1st. Tom buys like 30 new shoes.
Tom, I want to get a picture of your closet
for my closet.
Yeah, for next week's show. I want to see your closet.
Okay. Well, the closet actually has some color in it. The drawers where I keep my T-shirts, that's not very colorful.
Well, you might want to change your direction and go into the closet instead of the drawers. Like, are they right beside each other? Is it too far for you to walk? Or
you're in the closet, so I can go in the closet. Sure, yeah.
I have to take next week off. I'm busy.
Oh man, Mimsy has turned on me totally. Like she used to be like my assistant.
Love you too. And then listen, you're talking about high rises, right? Aren't like the higher up you go, the more it costs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You know that in Japan, like on say it's a 6-story building, the ground floor is more expensive than the 6th floor. You know why? No elevator. You have to walk up. Costs you more money to live on the ground on the bottom floor than it does on the top.
No elevators in Japan?
Not all the buildings, no. Years ago. I'm talking about years ago.
There's no elevators.
In some buildings, Tom, there's not.
Oh.
Some buildings there are. Okay. Just like New York City. There's lots of buildings with no elevators, right, Tom?
But they're not like 20-story buildings or something, though, right?
Who said 20? I said 6. So you guys do not listen to my whole story.
Well, you used to tell us when to listen. Now you don't tell us when to listen anymore.
You guys don't want me to say that anymore. No,
not true. That's not true at all. We actually wanted you to patent that phrase so somebody else could.
I did. So shut up and stop using it.
What is the? I don't want to say in New York. I remember coming home from a game with my mom and dad, and I don't know if I got lost. There was construction, and I got diverted somehow and wasn't paying attention, and I ended up in, I don't know if it was the Bronx or Harlem. I don't want to, but I had to get police escorted out. So I got lucky that night. What's happening? Where's the bad areas now? What's going on?
Well, up until the last year, I think the whole area has gotten better. I think Bloomberg did a lot of good things, but this past year there's a lot of bad spots.
Oh, is that right?
You gotta take Gretchen.
It's because too much. Everybody throws too much racism in, and then everybody should just lighten up a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's the attacks on the Asian people. It's drugs in the street and all that stuff. Again, I'm just going by what I'm told. I'm really in the city now, so
yeah. But in the 80s, was it the Bronx or Harlem, or what was or was there somewhere else? Because I know Bloomberg, he cleaned up 42nd Street, right?
Oh, that was more Giuliani.
Giuliani, yeah.
I lived in the city in the 70s, and it was very interesting back then.
Yeah. Well, Craig Patrick wouldn't let us. I think Willie Huber was downtown. I think Bubba was downtown. Gresh might have been downtown. Yeah. But anybody who knew that came in had to live out in Rye, Greenwich, or Mamaroneck, or wherever, right? They wouldn't allow us downtown.
Well, they certainly frowned on it, yeah.
Yeah, which was a lot of the guys moved into the city in the 90s, and they won the Stanley Cup. So,
well, there wasn't back then. There wasn't enough room in the back of Eddie Meal's car for everybody to ride in. So,
yeah, well, that's right too.
That was one of the funniest scenes. I'll never forget that. I know we talked about it before, where Eddie's hanging out the back of his hatchback there, and you, Bubba, and Dukes are right in the front. It's Eddie's car. Oh, that's funny. Nice stuff. Oh man, Mel, so you got nothing else going on? Like, again, no news. Like, you didn't do a whole lot of homework, right?
I did 7 hours. I sent you an email of my picture of my backyard.
That's right, too. Yeah,
I was out there 7 hours last week.
Wow, 7 hours in a whole week.
7 hours.
It's an hour every day.
Just that one day on the Wednesday. Or Thursday. Thursday's a hard day for me, Tom. It's a hard day.
Right. A lot going on. You got the new grill, right? New
grill.
Let's get the Weber.
No.
To get a new girl, not grill.
My barbecue. No, I had I had the last two barbecues I had were Weber's. So I said to my wife Rochelle, I said,
"What's her name? Rochelle."
Rochelle. Yep. New Rochelle. That's a nice area, isn't it?
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I said, you know what? I don't want to do it. I'm going golfing. You go handle it. I don't know if you should let that happen. But anyways.
Hold on. You let your wife go buy a grill when you went to golf, and see, that's why you shouldn't golf right there.
Yeah. So
I let your wife buy a grill. You don't. A man doesn't let his wife buy a grill.
I went and picked it up. My neighbor and I went and picked it up in a truck. So this thing has got to be 400 pounds. Vermont casting. Probably one of the nicest barbecues you're ever going to buy. Right. And it was a tad expensive, but it's a nice barbecue. So yeah, I think we're going to have steaks tonight.
Oh, hold on. What? You went golf. So you actually said to your wife, how did you say that to her? Honey, you go get the grill. I'm going golfing. And she said yes to that?
Now remember, Tom, we communicate even though we sleep apart. It's like the 60s. You got your own bed. You know, right. It makes life a lot simpler. She's got her own bathroom. I got my own bathroom, shower, everything, you know.
You need your own bathroom.
The women don't put the caps back on the freaking toothpaste.
Hold on. Let's go back to the point. How did you have this conversation with the lovely Rochelle? But the fact that you were going golfing and she went and bought a grill.
So I went to Costco. I went to Home Depot. In Canada, we have a Rona. I went and looked at all the barbecues and I finally said, listen, I don't know what the hell you want. She said, I'll go do it. I said, thank you. I'm going golfing. She said,
no, you're my hero.
It's a grill for God. It's a grill. It's not a grill.
It's a barbecue. This thing is freaking huge. I'll send you a pic. Did I not send you a picture?
I think the grill was kind of in the background. You couldn't really see it to us. Yeah.
Well, I sent you. You said I never sent you emails for like 3 weeks, and I send you 3 or 4, and you don't give a shit.
But how would your wife know more about the grill than you would?
Well, what do you mean?
But how does
When
it's a man's job to know the grill?
Well, when you get it to a certain price point, Tom, what does it really matter? They're good grills.
Well, then why didn't you buy it though? I mean, that's my point. Like, why do you say to your wife that she has to make the decision on that?
Because she was out and about in her little Volkswagen convertible with 75 degrees, getting a suntan, and she went for a little drive. She said, "I'll do it." I said, "What?" I'm going to say no.
So she went to the store, ordered it, paid for it, and everything. And you and your friend went and picked it up. Steve Smith.
Steve Smith the next day. Yep.
Why? Because he had the truck.
Well, I said, "I'll borrow your truck." He said, "No, you have to." He doesn't have another allowable driver to be on his license, his truck, his insurance. So he went and picked it up. I met him there.
Looks like he got discount insurance or what?
I don't know. How much is your car insurance, truck insurance?
I don't know how much it is, but I know I could lend you my vehicle. I mean,
well, no, it's different in Canada.
Really?
Yep. You have to name, like even in the family, you have to name the person or people that are driving your vehicle, and it's an added insurance. So let's say my BMW is $900 for 6 months. 1,800 times 2, Tom, would be $1,800 for a year. Canadian.
Yep.
But you have to name the people that are driving. They'll say, are they 19? Are they 18? They're 21. And then it's, 30, 40, $100 per person for added insurance.
Per month?
No, for the year. Oh no, for the
6
duration.
months.
Yeah, for the 6 months or for the year, the duration of the license.
Oh.
So
No, but
the Mazda has. Go ahead.
it's $900 for 6 months.
Yeah.
And you had two of your kids on there, right?
Well, there'll be 4 of us on the cars.
So that's 4 of you?
Yeah.
It's $30 for each extra?
For the wife and I, it's free. You add the 2 kids, it'll be like $50 to $100 each for added.
Per month.
For the duration of
For 6 months.
6 months, yeah.
Oh, well, I thought that's not bad.
No. So Tom, you don't know what your Denali car insurance is. Your big black gas.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, but I'm not going to disclose that publicly. Yes.
Pourquoi? Markel Bayoni would say.
Private information.
Private information.
I won't tell you what mine is for my cars, but I pay somewhere between $360 and $362
a month.
Yeah.
Your car insurance for a year is like $4 grand.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And I got 2 vehicles and
that's just one car. It's 2 vehicles.
2 vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
2 vehicles and my son, my kids are on. So my kids are on.
Yeah. Well, I thought that here $1,800 for a year it's getting up there. And you remember in Saskatchewan when we grew up?
That's one car, right, Mel? 1,800.
Yeah, one car is 1,800. I got 5 cars.
We know you get 5 cars. You get 2 Stanley Cups. You get a new grill. You get fancy clothes. You got a cupboard full of women's perfume.
Is it 1,800 per car or 1,800 for all the cars?
1,800 per car.
Yeah.
What's he missing? Is he?
I think he might be just pulling your chain just a little bit. I think.
Hey, so Ron, you're $4 grand per car. What is your house insurance per year, or your house tax?
Renters insurance. Renters.
No. Sorry, I spoke. What is your land tax on your condo per year? I know, Tom.
$48 a month.
What? No.
That's my insurance.
Land tax.
Renting.
Renting. Why didn't you say that in the first?
We're going to go. Our next business is going to open up a little accounting business. Yeah.
All right.
3 of us together.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do a show just educating people on how to do the finances.
See, there's my Costco, because the wife can't cash that $38 check at Costco. Can't transfer it. So I got to go to Costco after this too.
Oh, God. All right. Well, great job again, guys. I'll tell you, we've educated the masses again on how to buy car insurance and get your wife to go buy the grill for God's sake and reason. Manhood.
Casting.
Yeah.
Look it up. The internet doesn't lie.
Just for it's a thing you just can't do it for all mankind. You can't have your wife go buy a grill.
That's kind of that's stereotyping, Tom. That's not very nice. Mimsy and Lorraine and Kathy. Where's Kathy today? Kathy,
She was there earlier. I think she got kind of bored there. She weren't doing very much. She got a little bored.
Don't shut the show off. I got to have some Pilsners later.
Okay, you got it. Great job, guys. Everybody, we watched the Ranger game tonight. Mel, you don't watch hockey, so we'll let you know next week what happened in the game.
I can guarantee you the Rangers will win 4 in a row.
Rangers going 4 in a row. Okay.
Yep.
They're going to win both against Philly, both against Buffalo. That's pretty good. Yep.
Easy peasy.
Problem is, though, for them, if they go 9-1 in the last 10 games, that means Boston ahead of them has to go at 500. That's just to tie at 70 points. So that's the problem.
Who did that math for you?
Myself. I went to Northern Michigan University.
Yeah, but you played badminton.
No. Racquetball, bowling, beginning skating, and phys ed was a course I took.
Never passed the skating part.
Beginnings. I was the captain of the #1 ranked team in the country at that time. I took beginning skating. So,
how many times did you go to Frankenmuth, Michigan?
I never stopped there. My parents used to stop at Frankenmuth all the time. They would drive up from Ontario up there and they'd stop at Frankenmuth. They loved. There's a certain restaurant they went to. They loved it.
Yeah, I hear it's beautiful country.
Oh, it is. It's beautiful up there. Northern Michigan is like a hidden gem up there. All the lakes and everything.
Years ago, 1 year.
Pardon me, Ron?
2 years did you go to school there?
4 years, Ron.
You did?
Yes, Ron. Yep.
4. Cool.
Yeah. Where are you going with that? What are you going to say? Come on.
What year did you come to New York? 1980, right?
1980. So 1976 was the first year they had the hockey team. That was my first year there.
How old were you?
Yeah.
How old were you then?
18 years old, Ron. You trying to do some math or something?
Wow. That's pretty cool.
All right, great job, everybody. We'll see everybody next Thursday. Mel, great job today. Keep lubricating the fingers there so you don't have to go back to the doctor.
Yeah. Only,
Very important. Yep.
All right, guys. See you next week.
See ya.
Got it.